Good afternoon, everybody. Thank you so much for joining us for this post-match press conference. We've got Benetton head coach, Coach Marco. We'll start with questions here on the floor, and then we'll come to the guys online. First question, Wes?
Marco, it looks like your strategy was to speed up the game, especially the first half. It worked for you, but what went wrong in the second half?
Yeah, I mean, we knew that the Bulls had a big forward pack, so our strategy was to move the ball around a little bit. I think in the first half as well, we got it wrong a couple of times where we were playing on the back foot. We should have used the kick slightly earlier. Listen, the second half, I think we were in the contest. I think 8 minutes to go, we got a penalty in front of the post. I think we kicked for the corner. Probably the good idea was to go 2 for 3 points and stay in the contest. At the back of that, we got a red card, and everything become more difficult. In the second half, obviously, Bulls' physicality and their fitness, their ability also to play at that, in this environment was their big advantage. But I'm proud of the effort. We hold on and we fought hard. I think we can make still better decisions around some areas of the game, but sort of overall proud of the boys.
You were very good at the breakdowns. Was it one aspect that you targeted the Bulls? Maybe they're not so good.
No, not really, honestly. I think there's always a balance between, go for the ball and secure good numbers in the defensive line, because we don't have the size of the Bulls, so we need to double tackle the ball carrier as many times as possible. So we have to make good decisions around the breakdown. But I felt today our back row, especially Giuliani, Cannone, they were really spot on the opportunities they had, and they were very strong off the ball. So I think it's an area of the game where last week as well against Toulon we are quite good, and we are developing this ability to make those decisions. So yeah, I'm very happy around that area.
And last question, it's a very long competition, and it looks like you don't have that real depth at the bigger teams. Is it a problem? You started very good in the competition, and now you struggle. Is it a problem for you, the depth in your team?
Well, I guess any team wants more depth. The big challenge is that during November window in Six Nations, we had 27 players away with the Italian team. So that's disrupt. You try to build momentum with the team, the way you do things, the way you train, and then disrupt your momentum. And now we are back in full team for 3 weeks now, and we start to see back we start to gel back together like the start of the season. So yeah, obviously we try to get our team as strong as possible, and we want that. But on the other side, we got this challenge that we got so many players with the Italian team that is quite unique in the world. So we got to play around that. That's it.
Ready?
Tell me the humidity about sea level, does it have an effect on you guys?
Sorry, say again.
The humidity about
yeah, maybe in the second half, but I felt we managed that very well in the first half. Obviously, the pace of the game wasn't that quick, which is something we are used to. But we were quite good at managing that. Obviously, at the end of the game was it was something that he was there. But again, with 8 minutes to go, we're in the contest. So, I mean, we got to be proud of the effort of our boys. And still, we played some good rugby. I think on counter-attack, the tries we score, we saw opportunities behind their defensive line, their 22. So, listen, it's very easy to see what didn't work for us. But I want to see also what worked for us, because we need to build after this game to go into next week.
Last two from the football, yeah.
Yes, coach. The Bulls scored tries from 10 overs. Are you a bit worried about your off-ball defense?
Yeah, I mean, turnovers are always very dangerous, and maybe altitude play a little bit in our ability to react quicker. On the other side, we know that the Bulls backs are very fast, and you can give them one opportunity because you find yourself behind the post. So I think the last try they had when we kicked in their 22 and the contact and the score was a bit difficult to digest. But listen, you got to give credit to the Bulls team because they're a very cynical team. They take everything you offer them, and that's why they were the best team today.
Cliche, but a very physical match today. You mentioned to my colleague now. Just give us an update on the status of your player, the player got injured. And the second part of my question is, do you want a third match to get it? It's one all at the moment. Do you need a third match?
Yeah, we've got to wait for next year. Maybe in Treviso again. Physicality was one of our main targets for this game, and I think we dealt with that pretty well. Obviously, again, I think our discipline at times wasn't good enough, because if you offer Bulls field position inside your 22, they're going to be patient and play phases, but we turned them over a few times. So I think it's an area of the game that we are focusing a lot, because collisions, winning collisions, and the breakdown is very important. And we are developing this ability. So even if we don't have the size of the Bulls, I think we can be very effective, like we did for the most of the game today.
Okay, last one.
Cornelius, it doesn't look that bad, honestly. So I think his neck, his shoulder is okay. It's just, I think, a matter of the nerve is probably be hurting, but it should be okay. So we are confident he will be back soon.
That's it from the floor. We'll take a few questions from the guys online. We'll take hands. I don't see a hand at the moment. Do we have any questions online? None? Thank you very much then, gentlemen and ladies. Coach Marco, thank you very much.
Thank
and
you.
all the best going forward.
Thank you.
Okay, gents, we'll just give us a few minutes for Coach Jake to come through.